Hi there. Have you ever felt stuck in your job, wanting more money or to have a bigger purpose in life? Have you ever thought to yourself that you're unable to have those things because you lack skills or you don't have enough time to make more money? Have you ever thought, I'll work until I die? I've been there, and it's not a great feeling to feel stuck like that. My name's Rob Logan, and I'm here to tell you that it's possible to have so much more. And that's exactly what I did last year. I was able to create an extra 40K in income in only 2 hours a day. And what's interesting about this is that when I think back to how I got on this road to creating this side hustle, is I was working in a retail store and I was in a management position. It was a pretty good gig. I was living an average life, making an average salary, but I didn't have a lot of extra income to really, go on big vacations or to do a whole lot with my family. I also had a baby coming on the way. And so, I started to think about things like, how do I make more money so that I can do more with my life? And, I started working hard toward a promotion and, I was taking some courses through this company. And then I came into work one day and there was an email for all store managers to jump on a conference call at noon. And so I did. I jumped on that call. I was kind of excited, thinking, oh, this is going to be cool. What's going on, right? But what ended up happening was they told us that three-quarters of the stores were actually being closed in the company, and my store was one of them. So it's a pretty crappy thing to hear, right? I felt scared. I felt, like I didn't know what was going on. I had a new baby on the way, and how was I going to provide? But we adapt as we always do. Now, what's interesting about that is from that, I was able to get a job working at the martial arts academy that I trained at. And I thought that was pretty cool, right? So I train Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. My team's there. I love this. I can come and work in this place. Now, what it ended up happening though was I was put into this role where, I was sweeping and mopping the mats, the toilets, vacuuming. It wasn't exactly the most glamorous job. So I was very happy at the place that I was at because I loved this place. I love what martial arts does for people. However, the job itself wasn't the most inspiring. So through that, what I quickly learned was that, this job was actually a sales job at the end of the day. And in order for me to do better within my company, I was going to have to get good at sales. So, what I ended up doing was a little bit of research on who's good at sales. And I came across Jordan Belfort and Grant Cardone, and I studied and I stayed up every night for an extra 2 hours learning sales. I thought before, like, I didn't really have time to add anything to my life because I was already working 5.5 days a week. But, by staying up an extra 2 hours each night, I was able to make that happen and gain skills in sales. And, I ended up closing a lot more people and my salary increased, right? So I became more valuable to my company. Now, the thing was, at that time, we were going through a stage where we were having trouble getting people in the door to contact us, right? So it's great to be able to close, but if you have nobody to close, it doesn't really help you. So we had hired a gentleman to do our marketing for us. And he came in and ran some Facebook ads and for a big sale that we were doing. And I can remember coming into work at the start of that sale, and we would have so many leads in the inbox each morning. It was like Christmas for me as a sales guy, right? So all these people are reaching out saying, "Yes, I want to take advantage of your sale." I'm like, "Oh, this is amazing," right? So that was great, and I really saw the power of marketing. Now, for whatever reason, the leads started to dry up in future sales, and our owners, rightfully so, decided they didn't want to continue putting out money and not get results. And I thought to myself, what if I could learn this skill? And I thought, I can't do that. How can I learn digital marketing? That's such a huge thing. Like, you probably have to go to university to learn that and spend, 4 or 5 years before I could possibly do that. But I decided to take a course off of Udemy. And then it led me into other courses, and my interest was sparked. And again, the way I was able to fit the time in to do these courses was 2 hours every night when my family was tucked away in bed. I can remember when my son was really little, I would come home each night, and for whatever reason, he needed to be held and walked across the floor, and it had to be me who did it. And I don't mean like propping him up on my shoulder, I mean like cradle style, and you're walking across the floor, right? And it would be like 2 hours every night. It was exhausting. My arms were like rocks every time I put them down. But in any event, I would wait, and when my family was tucked away in bed, I was able to spend a couple of hours and get the knowledge of digital marketing. And I did, several courses. I've spent thousands of dollars. And in doing so, I was able to then start working for martial arts companies and doing their digital marketing. And it started off as doing some free work, to showcase my skills, and it's developed over the past year into an extra 40K in income. And so that was really huge, for my life. It allowed me to go on trips. It allowed me to take my wife places that normally we wouldn't be able to do. And it's just such a cool thing that it happened so fast, and with just that little investment of time into my life, I was able to completely transform the way I live. And for me, this channel, this side hustle movement, is really all about that. I really want to share with others how I was able to do this and give other people the hope, the inspiration, and the skills through digital marketing, if they want that, to create their own side hustle, create your own freedom, your own purpose, and to let you know that you can do this in just a couple of hours each day if you really want that. It can make such a huge impact in somebody's life. I know it has for mine, and I really believe it could for other people as well. And that's why I want to do this, is to give back and to help others, and really make a side hustle a cool thing again, right? So I know, people kind of think of a side hustle as garage sailing on Sundays, right? Because Gary Vee told us that in all of his videos, right? Gary's awesome. But, a side hustle can be a very legitimate thing. It can have a purpose. It can help you give back to others and give them value and make you more income and increase your life. And so, I would just really like to make a side hustle a noble thing that everyone strives for if you're feeling like you need more in life. Thanks for listening. I hope to have you around, and have a great day.